start, Alibi. Phone's fun. Give me a rest.
Now, don't start squawking, Elmer. A few more rehearsals and we'll be able to ditch these two wandering trouble hunters and get ourselves a job on the stage.
Ain't you an optimist, though?
Elmer sure got your number, Alibi. We're getting plenty fed up with that jabbering. Why don't you put that dummy away?
Who's a dummy, you big ape? Get down off of that horse and I'll tear you apart, if I can catch you.
I'll take it easy, Elmer. You know, the Dusty and Crash are plumb hard to get along with. If we get that vaudeville contract, we're going to have to put up with them.
You darn tootin' you're going to have to put up with us. And if we have any more trouble with it, we're going to use Elmer for firewood.
Yeah, you and who else?
Trouble, that's all you and Crash think about. Did we find enough trouble back on the ranch without going out and hunting first?
Uh-oh. 3 against 1. Looks like that hombre in the wagon needs some help. Let's go.
Now, cut out the foolishness, Alibi. This is no time to clown.
But I didn't do nothing. For the love of Mike. Hey, Dusty, look. It's a real baby.
A what? Doggone, I knew there was trouble coming.
Oh, kids ain't no trouble.
You don't know kids.
My baby. He was in danger. So I...
Oh, take it easy, pal.
Take care of him. Bar H. Marion. Look out for Amos.
Poor little maverick.
There's nothing to identify him.
Well, what will we do with the baby?
Take care of it until we find out what's in back of this killing. He said the kid's in danger and to look out for Amos. Say, you suppose that's the young one's name?
No, I'm betting Amos is someone else.
Well, what about this Marion and the Bar H Ranch? You reckon we ought to look them up?
Yeah, but first we got to go into town and report this shooting.
But what if they think we did the killing and throw us in jail? After all, we're strangers here.
I never thought about that. After all, there's no reason for us to lead with our chins.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So if we turn the horses loose, they'd head for home.
Right. And we'll take this two-legged yearling to that cabin we just passed until we're sure who it is.
That's right. Give me a hand.
Whoever killed my brother apparently turned the horses loose and knew that they would bring him home.
Have you any suspicions who might have committed the crime, Miss Warner?
No. We've had a great deal of trouble ever since the state started buying gravel from our ranch for Medicine Hat Dam. A couple of our men were mysteriously killed, as you know. And Bob's life was threatened several times. That's why he was taking a baby to town. He thought it would be safer with Mrs. Parker. But now my brother's dead, and no one seems to know what's happened to the baby.
Marion, Bob was my best. Wanted me the baby's guardian, and I'll help the sheriff search until we find the youngster. Chances are that Bob Horner's killers are holding the child. Rex, get a posse together. We're combing the country for that baby.
Well, Mr. Moreland, I heard that there was a meeting at the sheriff's office today.
You heard right. Didn't I tell you to never come here in the daytime?
Oh, you've got nothing to worry about now. We got Horner out of the way, and you're sitting pretty.
Sitting pretty, huh? Where's the baby?
Why, did those three strangers bring the kid into town and report the killing?
What do you mean, three strangers? The wagon with Horner's body showed up to Bar H, nobody was with it.
Say, there's something phony going on then.
Yeah, after we plugged Horner, three hombres started shooting at us and we had to take out.
Well, they must have the kid.
Well, you birds sure put me in a tough spot. Until that kid's found, the court will hold up my trusteeship of the estate.
Well, after all, we're no mind readers, Moreland. Listen, we had a deal with
We
you.
won't go into that. Find that baby, and you can fix it up somehow so those three strangers are blamed for the murder.
See, that's an idea. We'll check with you later on.
Milk warm yet?
Just about.
Let me have that bottle. You know, Dusty and I are going into town tonight, and we'd better hurry up and feed my little maverick.
What do you mean, your little maverick? Didn't I find him?
You mean I did?
You know what? I'll bet he'd go for this.
He sure would if you'd loan him your teeth.
I remember when I was a kid, all like cows used to, hey, watch what you're doing.
You'd never make a mother. Think of the baby.
I bet I know what ails him. He needs new dungarees.
You think you can do it?
I reckon I ought to be able to, seeing as how I'm an expert at throwing a diamond hitch on a pack mule. Funny, ain't it? the young feller saddled his pants aplenty. Now look what you went and done. I hadn't had him quieted down, too. Sleep, my little maverick. Sleep, my little maverick.
Hey, pipe down. Sounds almost as bad as Dusty's singing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we'll let the baby decide that. Come on, get out of there, Alibi.
Let me ride and roam where I make my home under the western sky. Winding trail tells a cowboy's tale under the western sky. On the rolling plains I wend my way. On the rolling plains let me stay. While the shadows creepy go to sleep, a western
Keep a weather eye open for trouble. We'll try to be back from Medicine Hat by midnight.
What do you want?
Oh, I want a little bit of information, Sheriff. I'm looking for a gent named Amos.
You mean Amos Hardy?
Yeah, that's him.
He owns the Gold Mine Saloon across the street.
Say, have they found any trace of the fellows that killed Horner?
No, we haven't. But when we do, they'll sure swing.
Yeah, I reckon they will. Thanks, Sheriff.
Find out anything?
Plenty. For one thing, we're in for lynching if we don't find them killers.
A lynching?
Yeah.
Well, what'd we do?
Well, we're holding a kid that ain't ours, and he can't talk and say we didn't kill its old man.
Gosh, well, what are we going to do?
Have a look at Amos.
You got his trail?
He's within walking distance.
Amos, Kirk and his boys don't find that baby, we're liable to lose the gravel contract. I can't sign the thing until the kid's officially my ward.
Your proposal to supply a borrowage for $50,000 covering the guarantee you requested has been deposited with the Medicine Hat Bank and will be turned over to you upon receipt of enclosed contracts duly signed. This acceptance expires July the 14th. There's no use worrying, Jim. If those three strangers still have the kid, they're no doubt trying to find out who he belongs to.
Well, I hope you're right. Once we get our hands on that $50,000, we're leaving this bird for good.
Here's what's it going to be.
Make mine a Kentucky bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have milk, and my partner will have milk, too.
I get you. A little rattlesnake milk, huh?
My partner said milk.
Milk. Mm-hmm. Milk.
No luck, Moreland.
You couldn't catch cold in the barrel of ice water, Kirk. Now beat it. I'll talk to you later. Didn't I tell you to beat it?
Two of those strangers have got the kid out at the bar.
Try and get them out of the saloon without any trouble, and we'll see what they're up to.
We're looking for Amos Hardy. Is he around?
Yeah. He's in his office.
Looks like we're going to find more than we expected. All right, Jake, set him up. I'll buy. Stranger in town?
Yeah.
Looking for work?
Maybe? Why?
I just noticed the way you two hombres pack your guns. Thought maybe you'd like to hire them out.
Maybe. What's your proposition?
Just one second, talk it over. I don't see why we shouldn't talk it over here. That is, if the job's on the up and up. I'm not in the habit of discussing my business in public.
Are you interested in the job or ain't you? You put it that way, stranger, no. It might have to do with ambushing some rancher in a buckboard with a little baby.
Are you...
They're out the back. We'll go after him. Go after him on foot. You blunder an idiot. Come into my office. Everybody to the bar. The heads are on the house. Why did you fight with them?
Well, one of them killed him, and I thought you took your mitt. If those two know who the kid belongs to, they'll show up at the bar age. I'll ride out there the first thing in the morning.
Dusty, I guess they didn't follow us.
Nope, I guess not.
I reckon we'd better turn in for the night.
Is the baby still asleep, Alibi?
Yeah, you know how it might happen, him.
That is, if he'd sleep all the time.
All joking aside, Trash. Nobody wants the little rascal. Why don't we put our brand on him?
Why, sure, why not?
Well, it looks like several people want him pretty bad. We've got to see that he gets to the right one safely.
Well, we might learn a thing or two at the bar age.
Gosh, you can't be hungry again. It wasn't the whistling. It was the bonnet that did the trick. So you stay here, Elmer. What kind of a cowhand are you? Who, me? What are you doing here? Oh, I work on the bar age. Oh? Why, you're the sheriff? You bet your big boots I'm the sheriff. I thought so. What are you doing in this get-up? Oh, this. Why, yeah, I'm rehearsing. What? Yeah, I'm going into vaudeville. Well, I'm not. I'm looking for some men with a baby. Have you seen anything of them? No, sir. They're desperate characters wanted by the law. Hey, that's a baby's bonnet. Oh, this. Oh, yeah. This belongs to my partner. Your partner? Yeah, Elmer. This here's my partner, Elmer Sneezeweed, Sheriff. This is the sheriff. He's trying to track down some bad men. Bet he couldn't track an elephant in 3 feet of snow. Huh? He's a polite little fella and funny. Very funny. Maybe so, but he ain't funny to me. I can't understand what possessed Marion to hire a cowhand. Don't forget to come back when we get her act down good. Plum loco. So am I. What? Oh. Well, you saved my life that time, Elmer. Oh, gee, I'm a big boy now. Stop and take this hat off of me.
Now remember, Dusty, don't mention the baby and let me do the talking.
Oh, you always want to do the talking. You're getting a bit as bad as Elmer.
I'm going to take a look at that bushwhacker and find out what that shooting's about. All right, I'll circle around the hill.
Now, wait a minute. You heard me. Strangers aren't welcome around.
Listen, will you? Just listen once.
You said and done enough.
I thought you were the gent that just took a pot shot at us. Didn't we, Dusty? Well, you told me to let you do all the talking, Crash. You're sure getting places.
Did you say Dusty? Crash?
Yes, ma'am.
I know. I've heard those names before. You're the range busters.
Well, only two of them, miss. Alibi's waiting for us back at Pete Jones' cabin.
I'm Marion Horner, and I certainly want to apologize for my actions.
Oh, it's all right.
This ranch belonged to my brother. He was killed yesterday.
We're very sorry, miss, but we're mighty interested in the case.
I've heard so much about the things you've done. Suppose we go to the ranch house and talk there.
Remember what she said? Strangers aren't welcome.
And that's about all there is to tell. Amos Hardy has been trying to buy the ranch for the last year or so, but Bob refused to sell.
You reckon this Amos Hardy has anything to do with these mysterious threats and killings?
I don't really know. We thought perhaps he was trying to frighten us into selling, but we couldn't prove it. The sheriff's been carrying on an investigation, but so far nothing has come of it.
Well, what about this lawyer you mentioned, James Moreland? Why should your brother leave a will appointing him the baby's guardian and placing him in complete charge of the Horner estate?
Jim Moreland and Bob were lifelong friends. He's always handled Bob's business and advanced the money to keep the barge going.
Do you owe him any money now?
No. The gravel we've been selling to Medicine Hat Dam has cleared all our debts. But Bob was against running the books of the ranch by digging the gravel. So when our last contract expired, he wouldn't renew it. Moreland thought he was very foolish.
Well, this Moreland sounds like a right interested gent, ma'am. If the baby shouldn't be returned, would he still be trustee of the estate?
In that case, the ranch reverts to me. But I don't want the place. It rightfully belongs to Bob's son, and we'd have to find him.
We'll find him all right, ma'am. And don't you worry.
Thank you. Might be easier if you'd call me Marion. That is my name.
That's a nice name.
Well, I reckon we'd better be going. Marion, if anyone asks about us, we're working for the Bar H.
I understand.
Good morning, Marion. New hands?
Yes. This is Dusty King and Crash Corrigan, Jim. Two of the range busters. Jim Moreland.
Hi, Mr. Moreland.
Range busters, huh? Howdy.
Well, I'm certainly glad Marion was able to hire men of your caliber to aid in the search for her nephew. Seems like the sheriff hasn't been able to pick up a single clue.
Well, we might not be able to do much better, Mr. Moreland.
Oh, you're much too modest. Howdy, Miss Horner. Hello, Jim.
Any news?
Not yet. Well, I'm still on the trail on the young one. Have you got some new hands living over in Pete Jones's cabin?
Why, yes, the boys.
Oh. Well, I've seen you before.
Yeah, but I've got a job now on the Bar H.
See, well, I suppose it's your business, Marion. See you later.
Well, I think I'll be running along, Marion. I just stopped by to see if you had anything good to report about the baby. Goodbye. So long, ma'am.
So long.
So long.
Moreland didn't stay very long, did he, ma'am?
I usually have to almost run him off. We've been, what you might say, halfway engaged for some time.
Well, I'm sure glad it's only halfway. Oh, you are, eh? Well, it's not going to do you a lot of good with me around. We'll check with you this evening, Marion.
Come on, Romeo. You're holding up the parade. She's my idea of a perfect girl, Crash. Yeah, she's beautiful, all right, but boy, oh boy, what a wallop. She wouldn't slap anybody she liked. Like me, for instance. You know who those three youngsters were that butted into your little play yesterday? What difference does it make? Honey, they're the range busters. You mean the outfit that cleaned out the Torrance gang and passed all over this spring? That's right. No wonder they caused us so much trouble. Now listen to this. I think they're bunking in Pete Jones' cabin. Two of them are at the Bar H, so the other one must be along with the baby. So you don't have to tell us any more. We'll get the kid and take him to the mine cabin in Mesquite Canyon. You can... Good. Reach for the ceiling. Hey, you boy, put that baby down. You get strung up for this. Come on, Greg. Alibi? What's happened? Alibi. Snap out of it. Oh, boy, the roof must have fell in. Come on, snap out of it and talk sense. Oh. Hey, the kid's gone. Gone? No, he's behind the curtains. Oh, Jiminy Cricket. Yeah, he's here all right, Alibi. Naturally, he's all right. I switched to Elmer for the baby, and they took Elmer. What do you mean? mean they?
Them 3 gunfighters that killed Horner.
Those 3 gunfighters?
Yeah.
The only ones that know we're staying at this cabin are Marion, the sheriff, and Moreland.
And Moreland left the Bar H before we did.
Alibi, you take the baby to the Bar H and don't talk. Dusty and I are riding to town. Let's travel. Funny, we haven't heard a peep out of the kid since we left the Jones shack.
Yeah, ain't even moved. Oh, babies this age sleep for hours. Sure is bundled up, ain't it? You don't think it could be smothered? I don't know. Let's give it a little air. What a dirty trick. Jesus. And that makes a dummy out of me. When I get through with those range busters, they'll laugh on the other side of their faces. You two wait here and get ready for company.
Well, I just brought her home. Anything wrong about that?
They sure enough is. Mr. Marion done left just a while ago for Mesquite Canyon to fetch the young'un here.
What? You telling the truth?
So help me, mister. About an hour ago, a gentleman come by and said he was sent by them 2 ranger buses that was here this morning. He said...
Yeah, now what?
He said that they found the baby in that old mine cabin up in Mesquite Canyon. And Miss Marion was supposed to come and fetch him.
Well, you take care of the baby.
Yes, sir.
That match, Moreland. Turn around. $50,000, huh? Well, this is once you outsmarted yourself, Moreland. We're heading for the sheriff's office. Let's go. Jim, just caught one of the range busters going through my safe. I'd have had him if his pal hadn't butted in. Which way did they go? West toward the hills. Get anything of value? I got that letter from the State Engineering Department, Amos. If we don't get it back before the Horner girl sees it, we're sunk. Kirk laid a trap for them 3 troublemakers. And we're riding out to Mesquite Canyon right now to spring it. Wait, I'll ride with you. Good.
The Horner girl's gone.
Gone? Where'd she go?
Keep quiet till I get through. Some hombre told her that we were in Mesquite Canyon with the baby and wanted her to come and get us.
Let's go get her. Oh, now, wait a minute. Outside of Marion and the Sheriff Moreland and his gang are the only ones that know our names.
It's a trick. They're pulling this stunt figuring that we'll go after the girl and walk into a trap.
Yeah, so we'll just give them a little surprise.
I got a letter in my pocket that proves Moreland's back of this whole deal. We'll force a showdown by bringing all the interested parties together.
But don't forget, we're the ones that are being hurt.
That's what I'm counting on. Dusty, you ride back into town and let Moreland and his gang get a good look at you, and that'll start a chase.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
I'm serious. When they take after you, head for Mesquite Canyon. Me and Alibi will hunt up the sheriff and lead him and his posse in the same direction.
It sounds worse than a 6-day bicycle race to me. But if our horses hold out, it ought to work. We might find out.
Well, so long.
Good luck.
There's 2 of them now.
Say, Uncle. Say, Uncle. Say, Uncle. Yeah. That must be the cabin, Alibi. Do you reckon that sheriff and his posse are still following us? Well, if they can't follow the trail we left, they're blind. There comes Dusty. How you doing, Dusty? I'm lucky to be doing it all. I've been dodging bullets for the past hour. You ain't the only one. How far back are your playmates? Well, they're too close for comfort, but we got a little time. Is that the cabin over there? Yeah, and there's a guard outside, and they might be holding Marion. They're holding Elmer, too. That's right. Oh, that would mean shooting, and Marion might get hurt. You circle around to the back of the cabin, and Dusty and I'll get the guard outside. Okay.
Elmer. Elmer. Speak to me. Speak to me, boy. Now listen, Elmer, did they hurt you? Only my feelings. Wait till I get a hold of them cold cats.
Now you know what to do. That's right. Put them up. Now get inside the cabin. Marion, get his gun. Alibi, get that rope and tie him up. Get back over there. Sit down. Sit down, you'll live longer. It's a way to bust his horses. We dismount and go on foot. Nice work, Dusty. Gets to leave him for the sheriff, eh? Reach for it, all of it. We've been expecting you, Moreland. You've got a letter that belongs to me, Corrigan. I want it. Oh, yeah. A letter from the State Engineering Department mentioning the $50,000 waiting for you at the bank for Bar H gravel. Why? Boy, on your feet, Moreland. What's going on here? You got here just in time, Sheriff. Arrest this man.
Wait a minute, Sheriff. Before you arrest anyone, Crash has a letter here that might interest all of us.
Do you know about this letter before?
Not until Crash mentioned it a few moments ago. And my brother had given Moreland definite instructions not to renew the gravel contract.
What have you got to say about this, Moreland? The whole thing's ridiculous. As guardian of Bob Horner's son, I have a perfect right to handle the estate the way I see fit. But you didn't have a perfect right to order Bob Horner killed. What do you mean? He means that we saw these three hombres ambush Bob Horner and shoot him. That's how we come to have the baby. Well, if those three committed the murder, I didn't know anything about it. They worked for Amos. Sell us out, would you? Moreland planned the whole deal. He wanted me to buy the bar ridge for him so Horner wouldn't get suspicious. What else? This didn't work. So he planned on bumping Horner off. So he'd be the kid's guardian and get his hands on the gravel contract. Right. All right.
I've got some empty cells for you fellows. I'll tie those two. We're all heading for town.
You bet I love this ranch. And everything on it. I sure hate to leave.
Then why not stay? You know I need good cowhands.
But Marion, gee, I got two fine pals, and I really got to go with them. But I'll be back.
Oh, I understand. You just can't leave your pals.
Who was the lady I saw you with last night, Elmer?
Oh, cut it out, Alibi. I told you if you didn't get some new gigs, I was putting the act.
Well, I did see you going down the street with your piccolo, Elmer.
Well, that was no piccolo, that was my pipe.
You know, Marion, I love this ranch and everything on it. I sure hate to leave it.
I know. Don't tell me. You've got two wonderful pals, and you can't leave them.
Goodbye, Miss Marion. I certainly enjoyed my stay here with you. Me too, but I got 3 pals.